rising cases of teen pregnancy sa Pilipinas, gaano ho ba nakakabahala?
Actually, we are very alarmed kasi increasing talaga. May yung recent data natin is 2024, civil registration and vital statistics. Yung 10 to 14 talagang dapat nating tutukan kasi it's really increasing from 3,343 noong 2023 to 3,612 in 2024. Maliit siya na proportion, pero 10 to 14, no?
Bata.
And still, 3,000 is 3,000.
Yes.
Pero
Na
the
10 to
age
14.
also, 10 years old to 14 years old.
Yes,
Yes.
there were two 10-year-old girls recorded who gave birth in Western Visayas, Region 6, and Bicol Region, Region 5. No? So, and ang mas alarming doon is yung fathers ng mga nabuntis at nanganak. Kasi doon sa 10, age not stated. Sa 11, they are very way much older, no, than those girls. And if you look at the single year age, ganun din, much older yung mga fathers nitong mga babaeng nanganak, no, na 10 to 19. So pag that's adolescent, but we call it talaga adolescent pregnancy kasi we want to zero in on the 10 to 14.
So may question ako, bakit ganun ang way of thinking ng mga nakatatanda, ng mga fathers to say na nakakabuntis ng mga bata? Parang, is it also a psychological issue?
Actually, for us, it's an issue of abuse because ang age of sexual consent sa Pilipinas sa law ay 16 years old. So if bata siyang nabuntis at nanganak, there may be some kind of abuse involved there. No? So we are zeroing in on that fact talaga.
So cycle din siya. Paaring sabihin natin yung tatay na matanda, siguro in his past, na ganun din yung cycle or yung normal ito yung nangyari sa pamilya ko eh. So kapag papunta sa next, ay okay lang pala. 'Di ba?
Yes,
'Di ba,
it's-
Miss Mai?
It's really sad to know na ito yung nangyayari. Nabuntis na nga ng maaga, below age of sexual consent, mas matatanda pa yung nakakabuntis sa kanila.
So paano po may empower ngayon ang mga kabataan, mga
Yo-
bata?
For us, no, international standard is saying kapag 5 to 8, ang core message is protection talaga. Protection from abuse. So you have to teach the child how to protect himself or herself. Kapag older ages doon, kailangan ang pagtuturo na is it's not their fault, no? Whatever it is na any violence or abuse, it's not their fault. Pag mas older na, ang pagtuturo ay there should be consent. If a no is a no. No, teaching our young kids on social protection yung gusto talaga natin protecting themselves kasi nga nangyayari talaga itong mga pangyayaring ito, no, although may good news, sa totoo lang I come here for good news.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, because historically, no, itong pinakamababa for 15 to 19. I think nag-work talaga yung programs natin for 15 to 19. Because it's really decreasing.
Oo.
4.9% according to the 2025 National Demographic and Health Survey ng Philippine Statistics Authority. But no, sad to say, hindi nakaka-capture yung 10 to 14. So, yun din, gusto nating draw the attention there.
Wait, Miss Mai, bakit? Bakit naging parang effective yung sa 15 to 19?
Opo.
And
Yes.
hindi yung 10 to 14 na mas dapat bantayan natin dahil syempre, obviously, mas bata itong mga to.
I think yung mga programa ng gobyerno nag-center dun sa teen ages. May ethical issue kasi pag 10 to 14 no? Kasi kailangan mo ng parental consent, kailangan ng data privacy, kailangan meron kang expert opinions on how to design a program for very young adolescents. Kaya right now, government is veering towards that, developing a program from 10 to 14. We will consult experts on how to go about this. No, may core message tayo about protection, pero kailangan natin ng matinding expert opinion and ethical issues are involved because it's
Oo.
10 to 14.
Kasi malamang you're also talking about contraceptives. Tama ba?
Kapag
What
ganyan,
else?
we cannot talk about family planning methods because there is a law that kailangan may parental consent.
Yun na nga. Sa anong age?
Ang 18 and below, no, according to the Responsible Parenting and Reproductive Health Act or the Republic Act 10354, kailangan may written parental
Oh, so
consent.
kumbaga ganito lang yan. Kunyari, Nay, yung boyfriend ko, kunyari 15 years old ka, bigyan mo ako ng consent, bibili ako ng condom.
Or hihingi ako sa health
Oh,
center.
hihingi. Oo, tingin mo gagawin yun ng bata.
Oo nga, parang nung sinabi mo ngayon, parang, ha? Di ba?
Parang kalokohan, ano?
Oo. Sex education, Miss Mai, gaano po ito kahalaga?
Ayun, kailangan talaga nating turuan ang ating mga anak, lalo ng mga magulang. Yan talaga ang core message namin at panawagan mula sa CPD na parents should be the primary sexuality educator. Sad to say, only more than 10% lang talaga ang nakikipag-usap tungkol sa sexuality. No, we had a conversation
Yes.
kanina
Yeah,
and I laud parents opening that topic
Oo.
with their children kasi yun talaga dapat ang nangyayari sa bahay. Sad to say, it's not happening because parents are not ready.
Oo.
But also, the other thing is that, sabi mo nga kanina, usually, yung abuser, tatay mo, or even nanay mo, 'di ba? So, paano yun? Kung ganun yung sitwasyon, how can you expect na you will get it from your parents when sila mismo yung nag-a-abuse sa'yo?
We need to teach talaga kids or children na to go, recognize abuse, to run, and tell a responsible adult kung parents or family member ang nag-a-abuse sa'yo. Yun talagang dapat ituro sa curriculum. No? DepEd has a integration of curriculum. Yung sexuality education sa curriculum, they call it reproductive health education. Pero we need to really
controversial
have
nga
training. Yes, oo. We followed the law. Yung reproductive health education is in the law. No, we do not use comprehensive sexuality education kasi wala siya sa batas natin.
Oo, yun nga yung hindi na-approve. Yung ma-approve na, tapos hindi na-approve. Tapos ang dami na nangyaring iba. Kaya nakalimutan na.
Nakalimutan na, nabaon na.
Nabaon na po, oo. Pero just the same, at least nandito po tayo, Miss Mai, para sabihin sa mga magulang, uy, habang bata pa lang, 5 to 8 years old, sabihin nyo na ito yung, ano yung dati sinasabi mo, good touch, bad touch,
Yan,
di ba?
Opo.
Calling
Baka-
our body
oo.
parts as they are.
Oo.
And I think Migs is doing that. And I'm sure
Oo.
ikaw din niya, no?
Oo.
As a parent
Actually, sa
of
totoo lang, medyo
adolescents.
awkward ako kasi adolescent na yung anak ko.
Oo.
Sa totoo lang mahirap.
Oo.
Even me, kahit na sinasabi ko po ngayon ganito, ganyan, ang hirap gawin sa totoong buhay. Kaya baka naghanap rin ako ng ibang way na paano ko ba sasabihin yung topic na to. Pero nakikita ko naman kung yung anak mo mature ba o hindi. Kasi you're the only one na talagang makakakilala sa sarili mong anak kung ito ba ay napapanahon na, nasabihin ko to or pag-usapan to. Pero sa totoo lang, Miss Mai, ang hirap. Sa totoo lang, hindi ko masabi pa sa mga puntong ito. Hindi ako magpapakamalinis. Hindi ko masabi sa anak ko. Kasi, ano na ako nahihirapan ako at this point. Oo.
We say na use spot teachable moments if you're not ready as a parent. Ano ba yung mga teachable moments pag nanonood ng TV, no? Pag may nag-flash sa screen, no?
Mga indirect moments, no?
Yes,
Oo.
we call it teachable moments. Yun talaga kasi I know kahit hindi ako parent, no, it's really difficult. No, in person kahit sa mga pamangking ko no, talagang it's a conscious effort. I laud what you say na consciously you try to communicate talaga and put down the phone. Kasi yun talaga, you cannot go to sexuality communication if your everyday communication is not okay. How can you talk about it pag everyday hindi mo kayo talaga nag-uusap, hindi siya nag-open, hindi siya comfortable talking about the birds
Oo.
and the bees. Lalo
Bakit?
na,
Ikaw
no?
ba, nung bata ka, kinausap mo yung nanay tatay mo about the birds and the bees? I mean,
Hindi ko na matandaan. Oo.
hindi,
I do not
di ba?
recall.
Hindi naman
Oo.
ganun yun
Kinukwento ko kay Miss Mai kanina, at least tinuturo namin sa aming 5-year-old na to properly call it as it is. Di ba? Kung ano man
Oo.
yan. Oo.
Actually, magugulat ka.
The scientific terms.
Yes,
Oo.
because the kids now, nung nga sila very woke raw yung tawag, yung maalam. Actually, ano na sinasabi na nila, hindi ko na kailangan nga sabihin or hindi na awkward sa amin. So, nung narinig ko siyang sinabi yon, okay, cool lang ako. Okay, hindi ko na kailangan ituro pala. Nasabi na niya And sinabi niya, nonchalantly, yung parang normal lang. Ito yun Yung ganyan-ganyan. Parang naging conversation. Tsaka it was not, walang mali siya.
Yeah, that's
Bigla
good.
niya
Yun
sinabi,
talaga
Tapos ganito ganyan. Okay,
Yeah, the
alam
private
na niya.
part.
Pala. Kasi sa
Yeah.
school rin naman I mean, sa school naman tinuro din. And then
Oo.
nakita ko, ginagamit rin nila in normal conversations when it comes up.
Kasi nga, para hindi siya maging tabu.
Hindi
Kung
siya
tabu
tabu.
siya, doon siya
Oo.
magkakaroon ng curiosity. Kapag maging curious, baka mapunta pa sa mga aksyon na hindi naman dapat.
Sa experimentation.
Oo.
Isa pa, kailangan natin tignan since social media yung topic niyo before me, no? Yung social media kasi is the secondary source of information on sex and sexuality. So, it's another thing to look into, no? Yung ating social media, it's another thing. And alarming siya because none ang first. They have no sources of information according to the Young Adult Fertility and Sexuality Study. And then ang next social media pa, no? So our campaign is malayaako.ph. Parents, no, Nina, you can check it out. Migs, you can check it out, no, if you want to really discuss about sexuality with your children.
Ano? Malaya ako.
Ako.ph. At least
.ph.
authoritative siyang source. Meron doon about consent. Ang swimming, ang consent ay parang swimming, no? To find that out, please check malayaako.ph. Bakit
Ang
parang
consent
swimming?
Ay parang swimming.
Yeah. So, look into malayaako.ph and see ano bang ibig sabihin.
At least may added material na tayo, Ate Nins.
May teaser.
Bukod sa mga algorithm na nakikita natin on parenting, ito, maganda talaga.
Oo.
May website.
Yes. For
Okay.
government, yan yung
Oo,
campaign natin.
yes.
Okay, and Miss Mai, bilang panghuli na lang, mensahe mula sa Commission on Population and Development tungkol nga po sa ating pinag-uusapan ngayon, medyo sensitive nga po, pero kailangang pag-usapan at harapin pagtaas ng kaso ng teen pregnancies, lalo na sa 10 to 14 years old.
Ayun, so for us, sa Commission on Population and Development, adolescent pregnancy is a developmental inequality issue. It's not the fault of the young girl if they get pregnant and then they gave birth. It's not their fault because yung community around, the family, the community has a hand on it. No, lalo na ang age of sexual consent ay 16. So, since this is our panawagan, we call pa rin for the Adolescent Pregnancy Prevention Bill to be passed. Nakasing tagal na ng RPRH law ang battle na to. So, for this Congress, we really pray and hope that this be approved para naman magkaroon ng ngipin, at ma-address talaga ang isyong ito para sa ating mga kababayang. At sa ating mga kabataang nakikinig, malaya akong maging. Please dream dreams and please choose reproductive agency. Ibig sabihin, meron kayong control sa inyong katawan. You have the choice, you have the right to say no. So, ayan. Maraming salamat at masayang pamilya.
Nako, maraming salamat at mabuhay ka, Ma'am Mai Kiray, ang Division Chief ng Commission on Population and Development, for being our kaserbisyo of the day. Classmate ko yan.
Batchmate.